Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the We'll Make a Fan Out of You podcast, the wrestling podcast where we talk about the greatest entertainment on this planet. I'm Aaron Newsome, he is Nitesh T-Dog Sharma.
Bonjour.
We're back again.
We're back.
We are back. Right, it's been a long week this. Do socials, then we'll discuss the topic. I was going to say the topic and then do the socials, but no, we'll go the other way around.
Perfect. Well, welcome to this week's episode. You can follow us on @MakeAFanOfYou. We are on X, Instagram, TikTok. We are also on Twitch. We appreciate your feedback. Send us your love, send us your hate, anything and everything. Let us know what we can improve on. We're here for the long run. We're going to stay consistent as well. And we also still have our competition. We are, I think it's like 2 weeks away from announcing a winner.
Something like that.
Two or 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
And it ties into the topic of conversation today. So comment all in on all of our videos. Like, follow, share, subscribe on all of our social media accounts for an entry. And you have a chance to win tickets to come see AEW All In at Wembley Stadium with us.
Yeah. Each one's an individual entry as well. And for every one, we put your name in the draw, what we've done.
Yeah.
And Stitch on TikTok.
Stitch, TikTok, repost on TikTok, everything and everything. And we also have a podcast. I forgot to do that bit, which you should be listening to right now. You can find us wherever you listen to your podcasts on. That's Spotify, Amazon RSS, Apple Music, Amazon Music, all the musics, Deezer, everywhere like that.
Deezer, LimeWire. We're on
LimeWire. We could be. MySpace. And if you do want to see our lovely faces in video format, we'll make a fan out of you. Like, follow, share, subscribe, hit that little notification bell, and boom.
What are you pointing up there?
I don't know. Do
you like how I've left the sticker on this t-shirt?
Oh shit! I didn't even notice.
Well, all the other t-shirts had it at the bottom, and they've probably peeled off or come off. This one I just left it on. I don't wear them at the house.
Teaser for you guys as well. We should have a nice little collaboration with someone with that sticker once we figure out how to get it all working.
How to do American tax documents for a UK-based duo that don't have a company.
But keep an eye out.
Yeah, so this week we're going to talk about the Owen Cup finals. This is the build-up now to All In 2024 at Wembley, London.
It's the road to All In.
Yeah, how many weeks out are we? Come on, fanboy.
I want to say 6 or 7.
Here we go. He doesn't know.
I know it's on the 25th of August.
Well done.
At Wembley Stadium, wink. And also the Wednesday as well. They're doing
6 weeks
Dynamite.
out.
6 weeks out.
6 weeks out, I think, if I count right. I don't know. Are they starting, is it this week with Dynamite 250? They start their stint in one place?
Yes. So they've got I think that's only Collision, though, looking at the...
Oh, it's not Dynamite?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I'll be more confused.
Yeah, that's the bit I'm getting confused with. But they've booked out a whole esports arena, which I think is pretty smart, actually.
It goes back to the whole WCW days of being in one place and in one place.
Yeah, which makes sense.
I'm just a bit like, are they going to get the same people coming back every week? Or are they just going to be like, you know what, this week can't be bothered? That's my only worry.
Yeah.
That's what,
when Canada it comes to town, as well, isn't it? Yeah.
When it comes to town, it's like, I need to go because they're only here once a year. If they're there for 6 weeks in a row, it's like, do I really need to go this week?
Yeah. I know
kind of thing.
But then Canada is a big wrestling town on country, so...
Town, yes. Canada's a town, Nitesh.
It's a town. Yeah.
Yeah, town.
But so I'm looking forward to All In already. They've only announced 2 matches.
2 official matches. You can guess at a couple. And you've got Blood and Guts is in the middle, isn't it? I know that's a TV special.
Blood and Guts is in 2 weeks.
Yeah, which I think is the only thing they've announced for that. They're doing an Elite versus Team AEW again.
Yes, that's the plan. So they've got the Elite and then only 2 people on Team
Briscoe
AEW.
and Swerve at the minute.
Yeah.
And then they'll add 3 more. Is it 5-on-5?
5-on-5, yeah. It's basically it's what War Games is.
Is it in a cage? It's not in
Yeah.
a cage, is it?
Yeah, it's War
2
Games.
cages.
Yeah,
They not
it's
come up with their own idea.
no, it was Cody Rhodes' idea at the start, but they couldn't call it War Games because of obviously
He was already a man.
patents and everything like that.
Yeah.
So it's called Blood and Guts.
Yeah, so last weekend, well, I'm trying to think now. Last weekend was Money in the Bank, and you had Heatwave. Then you've gone into... Oh, AEW just had normal shows, didn't they?
Yeah,
I think
they
Forbidden
haven't.
Door was the week before, obviously.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you've gone straight into then... So all 3 shows this week linked to it, didn't they?
To the
So I've only
build to
seen
All
the
In.
Owen Cup final matches, really. Oh, and Samoa Joe getting killed.
Yes, yeah. Can we talk about that?
But it was obviously it's because he's got Twisted Metal coming up. He's got to record season 2 of that.
Highly recommend watching that show if anyone hasn't watched it yet.
Twisted Metal is good. I've actually got Paramount Plus this week on a free trial and probably going to do a month to watch what one on there. And,
We
I
found
saw that
out
was on
we've got it free on Sky. So
Oh, wow.
if you have Sky, you get it for free.
there.
Found
Okay.
that out yesterday. So anyone that has Sky, get Paramount Plus, watch Twisted Metal. You'll see Samoa Joe in there.
Well, you don't because he has a mask on all the time.
He has a mask on, it's Samoa Joe. But it's also not his voice as well. It's Will Arnett's,
Okay, that's
which
weird.
makes it even weirder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
no,
it
he died.
works.
He got killed by a forklift and a
Yeah.
plasterboard wall. And then
It
he
looked
disappeared.
painful though. Like he didn't move out of the way. Like if it was like
Well, it
a
weren't
WWE
on it, was
thing.
it? When it came back, when they managed to get the rest of the wall down and get to the back
Well,
and see him.
he
He
got
rolled
fell off. Yeah, he rolled off.
Yeah.
So it looked like it actually would have hurt as well. And I like what they're doing with Chris Jericho. He's turning more sadistic again, and even though he thinks he's the biggest babyface going.
Yeah. Yeah. And talking about baby faces, Adam Page, he's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
That was a good shot with Jeff Jarrett looking one way. So expecting him to come out the heel turn and it's like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I like this twisted and unhinged
He's now
Hangman
again.
Adam Page.
That's what I got from the promo video before.
He's not an alcoholic again. He could be.
No,
He could be.
one of the promos I saw on social media was him with a bottle on the thing.
Yeah, probably.
And
But
then now
that's because he hates Swerve Strickland. So there's that whole form of long-term storytelling. So I honestly thought it would be Hangman versus Swerve at Wembley.
I have a feeling it's still going to be a triple threat.
Do ya?
Yeah, I don't know why. Especially with him going and knocking on the door of the Elite saying I'm on your team and that, I feel like there'll be some shenanigans to...
I don't think so. I think... So the reason
I don't
why...
see how he fits in, that's why. Like, how does he get to Wembley? He's got to be on Wembley, surely.
He's got to be on Wembley, 100%. But how would you book him? How would you book it?
I don't know. That's why I'm thinking
Yeah.
it's got to be some sort of triple threat or... Because it's not the... Is it the main event?
Yeah,
main
that's
event.
the main event. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if it's main event, I don't want triple threat then. I want it to be a singles match.
I want it to be a singles match. I want it to be... I don't want Hangman to cost Swerve,
Yeah.
but I also want Swerve to beat Bryan Danielson.
I didn't even lead you into that when you made the mistake yourself.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Swerve has to come out on top there.
Because that will make a start. He's beat Samoa Joe, he's beat Will Ospreay, he's beat Hangman, and he's done it all.
What? Has Swerve actually had a match since the Forbidden Door? He hasn't, has he?
Since Forbidden Door, no.
Was Wednesday night the first time he's actually been on TV since then?
No, he's been on TV.
Okay, I'm not on Twitter this
Yeah, no, he's been on TV. He's facing Okada next week, which, for free television, fucking hell, inject that.
Did you
in my
see
veins.
the people kicking off? Oh,
What?
I
Oh, yeah.
wetted it.
So
How is it on free TV? There'll be adverts. It should be on pay-per-view. Why are you asking to pay for something that's going to be awesome?
why you had to? It just let it be. Let you keep that. It makes sense. Big show next week, 250th episode. I'm surprised that they're on 250 episodes as well.
Well, yeah, it's over 5 years now. So Yeah, and you've got MJF v Ospreay.
Yeah, which I don't think.
It just seems a bit. Obviously, people could complain about that as well. And yes, it's early, but that is to keep that story going.
Yeah,
You're not going to go. I mean, it started 3 or 4 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, would we say?
When MJF come back, basically,
they were fighting. Yeah, they were fighting. Yeah. Wow, they're fighting over Daniel Garcia in the weirdest storyline. Start to a storyline you're ever going to get.
Yeah.
And then you've obviously got the heel turn and that. You can't go like 9 weeks without them interacting in the ring and having a match or interfering. So you might as well just kick off the match, have some shenanigans. That's going to be on the all-in card, surely.
I don't know, because...
Surely.
Did you watch all of Dynamite?
No, I've seen some clips and then I've watched the two final matches.
So Pac won a Fatal 4-Way match where he gets a title shot against the international champion.
Yeah.
What would you rather see, MJF versus Ospreay or Pac versus Ospreay at Wembley?
MJF. I've seen flippy flips. Give me something different. MJF's promo in the chair was, by the way, was absolutely brilliant. And smoked Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
I was like, fair play, MJF.
Even though Will Ospreay's getting better at doing promos, for someone that wasn't a promo person
I haven't seen much of his promos, but he's uphill with me because I don't like his accent.
You don't like the Essex accent, do you? Yeah.
Yeah. He grates on me. And his whole bruv stick.
I think it works.
Bruv. I do like the top. He's got like the jersey, isn't he? With bruv on.
The football top
That's
kind of
cool.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's he's always had some sort of jersey, hasn't he? Like United Empire and all that.
Yeah.
And then now he's got bruv on it. It's quite cool.
Yeah.
Looks like it should be an energy drink. Tony Khan, get on it.
Get Ric Flair to make the energy drink.
Yeah.
Because it's so woo energy.
I'm trying to think now. So you've had your... Let's do the men's first then. So we had the men's final. And we've already alluded to the Jeff Jarrett was there.
He was special enforcer.
Special guest referee.
Yeah, I thought that was really smart. The way that they did it. He could have get his top off though. Yeah, he just could have get his top off. It was a really good match.
Yeah, I did enjoy it. Yeah. Bits and pieces, it slowed down a bit too much for me.
Yeah.
But no, it's enjoyable. That was good. And I like the ending, to be fair.
The ending worked.
Yeah, it did.
The ending really worked. And the fact that Hangman was just so pissed off he walked off, it worked. It added to the story. It did its job. Bryan Danielson doing his old school Ring of Honor springboard flip. Did you see that?
Yeah, no, that was good. I didn't realise he didn't do that anymore. He did that in WWE.
No, he never did that in WWE.
I'm sure he did.
No, he used to do his tope. He used to do his tope at the time. But he went in deep into his arsenal and pulled that out.
Can they stop using that stupid tape? Both companies, all companies.
What, the muscle tape? Yeah.
Whatever it's called. Why does everyone have to be wearing that now to show that they're injured? I get it if you're legitimately injured and it's trying to help you, fair enough. But what, 80% of wrestlers these days coming out of that tape?
Everyone wears it, yeah.
Yeah, stop.
I don't know how it works, though. I've never known how it works.
Oh, I don't know, and I don't care. Stop using it for storytelling.
Imagine someone like me wearing it who's, semi-hairy and, having to wear that tape.
Yeah, true.
That would hurt. That would be like wax.
But, yeah, it's... I don't know, because it was on a couple of WWE events this week, and then obviously he's got it on, and then someone else had it on later. And I'm just like, why has everyone got this tape
Everyone wears it now.
Yeah.
I think Cesaro was the first person to do it.
I'm pretty sure it is a football thing, isn't it? They use it in football. I know it's a general sports thing. They use it in football quite a lot.
I've never seen anyone use it in football.
Yeah, you can normally see it poking out their socks or under their shorts, on the backs of legs and stuff.
Yeah.
You can always see it there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's starting to bug me. No apparent reason. It's just bugging me. Just too much this tape.
You're just an angry man.
I am an angry man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Angry man. Yes, so Bryan Danielson beat Hangman Page to win the Owen Hart Cup and cement himself at the main event at Wembley Stadium.
Which is nice because he missed it last year from injury.
Yeah.
It's his arm. He broke his arm, didn't he?
Yeah. I know it was his eye, wasn't it? It was arm or eye, one or the other.
I can't remember.
But it's a really good stat. So this year alone, Daniel Bryan's performed at the Tokyo Dome, the big Mexico arena, and he will be performing at Wembley.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty big achievement for his last year as a full-time.
He's turning into Hulk Hogan, isn't he? Because he's won 22 out of 25 matches or something.
Fair play to him. He deserves it, though. As a full-time performer for his last year, he deserves it.
Yeah, it's cool. It is cool. Yeah, I'm in two minds for wanting him to win all Wembley. I like it just because I know it's his last probably shot at it, but
I like that for his last proper year, he actually gets a title shot.
Yeah.
Do I want him to win? I kind of do. Just imagine the 50,000 screaming yes.
Can you imagine if it's like a reverse Montreal screw job and Swerve just doesn't kick out just to make him win a title?
Make him win the title.
How good would that be?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't want to be champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be quite cool.
And Tony Khan has like a good way of sending people off. Did it with Sting. He can do it with Bryan Danielson. Obviously, I know Bryan.
I thought you were about to tell me somebody else, and the only one I know is Sting. But okay.
Yeah, so he respects the business in that sense.
Yeah, because there's the two ways. Obviously, there's passing the torch, or there's Sting. It made a lot of sense for him to win because he was undefeated in AEW.
Yeah,
like you don't want to tarnish that in the last match. That just puts a bad taste in the mouth. So he almost had to win that one. Daniel Bryan, I feel you can do a mixture of ways
because you just love him regardless, right?
Yeah, and it'll be a bit like John Cena next year. Like he could lose his last match quite easily because that next year is just going to be like this big fanfare and like celebration of the guy.
Yeah.
To the point where I think some people will get sick of it. It'll be brilliant.
I don't know. It depends who he faces.
He'll face everybody.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want a repeat of 4 months of facing the same guy.
And now I think, look, like the way I see it, it's going to be the Open Champion
Challenge.
Yeah, the Open Challenge again.
Yeah,
Was that the US title?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. If you watched this week's video that I did on my own, you'd know that I mentioned it. I was so awkward.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
It's so bad, man. The first one that I had, right? So I found a video reacting to John Cena like moments.
Yeah.
And then for some reason the software just decided to crash itself, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm just gonna do a video on my own, record a video on my own. I was like, because the other one was
a good one. You're like, I must have gone 10 minutes now. It's 2 minutes in. What's going on? Yeah. No, we've now both had to do it, and it will. You're gonna have to do the next one as well when I'm on holiday in a few weeks, something like that.
Yes.
In that one gap I found when there was no wrestling events on at the weekends, I was like, all right, I'm going away.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. So, Daniel Bryan will be there in the main event versus Strickland. I am umming and ahhing about if it'll be a triple threat or a singles match. We'll know more in like 3 weeks' time, won't we? After Blood and Guts.
After Blood and Guts, we'll know. So, tying into that then, so Swerve comes out and congratulates Bryan Danielson. Fuck, I keep doing it. He says he'll beat him. He does it that good promo, and then he says, I'm going to captain AEW in Blood and Guts because I'm going to do something Bryan Danielson hasn't done. Nice. And then
that could be your Prince Nana.
Yeah. Mate, you were when I sang Fox. That video came up last night.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so he said, I'm going to captain AEW. I'm going to do something Bryan Danielson couldn't do and beat the Elite. And then it ties into Hangman walking because Swerve has entered himself into the match. That's the reason why Hangman's entered himself into the match.
Okay.
So I like that story there.
Yeah.
So anything Swerve does, Hangman wants to be a part of because Hangman basically Swerve ruined his life.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. And then it's going into All In, looking at that. What are they going to do with the Elite?
Well, I've got it.
Right.
Okay, so tag champs, they'll face the Acclaimed.
Right.
Okada versus Hangman.
Okay. Why is it Okada versus Hangman? Tell me why.
Because they teased it when he knocked on the door and then Okada was there like, what do you want?
Okay.
Okada needs to defend his championship.
Yeah.
At Blood and Guts, I'm guessing AEW will win. And the reason being will be because of Hangman or Okada.
Okay.
That's how I would do it.
Okay, so you've got... Okay. Because the TNT Championship will be up on the line in some sort of match.
Oh yeah, shit, Jack Perry. Yeah, I'd have a multi-man match for that
I'd have a ladder match.
again.
Yeah, I want to see a ladder match. I
Yeah.
don't care if it makes sense or not. Put a ladder match at Wembley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will be I think, that will be one of the multi-man matches.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay, the Elite v the Acclaimed for the belts. Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah.
And then if you're telling me that Okada and Hangman Page are going to have a match, I'm there for it. It'll be
I'm
good.
there for it. Inject that in my veins. Because last year at All In when we went, we didn't get to see a Hangman singles match or a
There was
match.
too many.
There was way too many multi-man matches.
They needed it, and I didn't realise. I'm pretty sure this stat's correct. There was only one women's match.
Yeah.
So like you've got to get Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander should be on the card.
0 hour.
Oh man, you're gonna do them dirty like that? You're gonna put them in the 0 hour?
Don't forget, you're gonna have Mariah versus Toni, and they're planting the seed for Britt Baker and Mercedes Moné.
Yeah, I've got that on the list.
Yeah.
So you're gonna put because we'll go now on the women's one because as we're there. So during that match between Willow and Mariah May, Chris Statlander came. I was so confused at that bit, man. I completely forgot about that.
To be honest, I did. I was hungover, right, on Friday watching it, because I usually watch it on Thursday, but I went out and I was watching it hungover on Friday, and I was like half nodding off, and I was like, who the fuck is that? And then Chris Statlander comes out. Yeah.
Yeah, hoodie on. It was like, what's going on here?
Yeah,
no one's rushing, so it's not like a fan interference or something, and it's okay. But yeah, then Chris Statlander come out, and I got that bit straight away. I was like, oh yeah, cool. And then I was like, wait, that doesn't explain the hoodie. And then he flips the hood off. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Carry on.
I really enjoyed that final match as well between Mariah May and Willow.
That was a really good match. I want to see it again.
Yeah.
I want to see that matchup again. That was really good. Yeah, that was...
Credit to both women.
That actually was better than the men's match, to be fair.
Yeah, I will actually agree with you.
Yeah. Women's wrestling's on fire. So it
really is, right?
So you had the women's Money in the Bank was better than the men's. Mm-hmm. You've had the women's Owen Cup match was better than the men's. The Forbidden Door match of the night was a women's match.
Mercedes and Fakur, or Toni and Mina Shirakawa.
Either of them. Both of those. Both the women matches for Forbidden Door. I can't remember. I have to go back in the notes.
Sorry, just a weird tangent before you carry on. Fuck you, Stephanie Vakur.
Oh, she went to WWE. She turned up, didn't she, at the house show and wrestled Elsa Dawn.
No, really?
Yeah, last night, yeah. Oh, everyone thought she was just turning up and saying hello. No, she actually wrestled.
Fucking hell. Like, she was meant to be on a card yesterday.
Well, yeah, she's meant to be at CML. But apparently, this is really dodgy because you can't do this in the UK. She's not under contract. She's like an independent, whatever it is. So they could fire her at a moment's notice. There's no like length of term.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as she signed with WWE, it was basically, she's out of contract with them. So it's either she does the dates and it's her decision, or she doesn't.
Yeah,
it's really weird. I don't get it.
Put yourself in that shoes. Would you honour the dates?
Well, I don't know, because apparently, like, it all depends, doesn't it? Like personal relationships, stuff like that.
Because she got done. She seemed like she was a big star over there. She was the champion. She was well respected over there.
So she wrestled last weekend, but then there's a clip of her like screaming after the match, saying like "fuck you, I'm done."
I don't know.
It come up on Twitter yesterday.
Yeah.
Basically, she weren't happy at the end of the match last weekend. All this has all come out. Like, it's really weird, and I don't know where I feel on it, because it's not like WWE have definitely gone, you can't do the dates.
But they do that.
But there's people they have done it with a lot recently as well.
Yeah, but like, you know, when Eric Rowan got signed, he cancelled his dates last minute.
Well, no, they weren't last minute dates, were they? They were like convention appearances and stuff.
They were, and there was also wrestling appearances as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because like, what's her name? Who's going to NXT from Japan?
Julia,
however you want to say it. She's still wrestling over in Marigold at the minute. She's just about to finish up over there. Mm-hmm. That's probably part of the deal when she signed. So it's like, it's a bit of a weird one. And there was somebody else that has appeared on something recently that is like the one in Australia.
Oh, no, Australia.
They've signed, what's her name? I only know because you come up saying basically these three women again, and it's going to be fire. I can't remember her name now. We weren't going to talk about this topic. Or else I would have had this written down.
Yeah, that's
But
what I'm
yeah.
saying. It's a tangent.
Oh, it's definitely a tangent.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's just really like
it's
bizarre.
bizarre, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like
So
me personally, if I was a known wrestler and that, I was wrestling Al, I would honour the dates. It
you'd
was her
think so,
decision.
but I just feel like there's something that's happened there that's made her go, no, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's definitely bridges burnt and that.
Yeah.
But
Fair play to AEW for putting her on the big stage and edging her to go to WWE.
well, yeah, because she had a tryout, was it in 2019,
Yeah.
2018?
She was always going to go to WWE. She would never go to AEW. And this is the only thing I can respect Meltzer on for one of his interviews. When she was growing up and wanted to be a wrestler, the only promotion was WWE. So it
Well,
makes
yeah,
sense
it's also
to go
South
there.
America. Is she Chilean?
Chilean, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it's like
Big
South America,
WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big market. Big. So it doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's her dream. She tried the tryout, didn't quite get in, and now she's worked her way up. And yeah, so there was only ever going to be one. I don't know if they confirmed that AEW actually put a contract in front of her.
They did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I can respect why she's gone to WWE.
Follow your dreams, not the money.
Yeah, exactly.
The money will be good either way you go, let's be honest.
Her stock rised.
She's got Riz. She's got Riz.
Her stock was risen. Rose. Yeah, fucking hell, man. That was bad. Her stock rose when she faced Mercedes Moné, so fair play.
Yeah, it was quite funny, weren't it? So there was a load of people going, yes, I want to see this match, and a load of people going, who? And then after the match, it was pretty much match of the night.
Yeah.
And yeah, now she'll be heading to NXT and learn how to properly wrestle.
She can wrestle properly.
No, I know. I saw it on Twitter, people arguing about it. And people were just like, look, I know people joke about finding the hard cam. It's not so much that. It's knowing like what style you're going to be wrestling week in, week out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And to be honest, part of it is so the people in NXT get the experience of wrestling these other people.
A bit safer as well.
Yeah. It's like you don't have to tour. You're just there. You work on, wrestling with different styles. And then it's, okay, cool. Come up on the main roster. She'll be there for a year, if that. And
then she'll leave and go to AEW. Like, fuck this face.
She'll be main event. Event, she'll be on WWE main event. No, she'll be on Raw or SmackDown and barely used like Blair Davenport. Although Blair Davenport got TV time this week, I can't use that one now.
Ah,
Katana Chase.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Random people.
Did you see any of Heatwave last weekend?
No. I saw clips.
Because that women's match was funny as hell.
Yeah, it looked good, the whole card itself.
The whole card was good, but the whole women's match between, what's the title?
Roxanne Perez and...
No, the other one. No, the other match.
The North American. North American. People were like, yeah, it's Sol Ruka and...
Is it the it's called the Women's North American
bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and they did the Ricochet Ospreay thing, and people were saying, "Oh, you're copying." And
I'm a fan of it.
I'm a fan of it. It was good. That was actually really good because that was only one segment of the match. It wasn't the whole match. Yeah. But then it did make me laugh that Meltzer and the other fellow were saying, "Nah, it's crap. It's a gymnastics routine." I'm like, you gave the other thing like 7 stars.
Ospreay and Ricochet did the same thing, and they will do the same thing when they face off in AEW.
Yeah.
So you can't crap on that and then
exactly
do that.
But then again, they also crapped on the women's Money in the Bank.
Why?
Apparently, it was a botch fest and was unsafe.
I
didn't see the interview. I just read it on Twitter.
I saw like 1 or 2 botches, but I don't think it was a botch fest.
The only botch really was Zoe Stark coming over the rope and hitting the neck on the thing.
Yeah,
the rest of it, like no one came out seriously injured. Everyone knew what they were doing and tried to do it as safe as possible.
Did he mean the whole thing as a card was a botch fest? Because
No, just the women's match. They gave it like 3 stars or something. That's why you use burgers, bangers and beans.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did it in the wrong order, but still.
Yeah, banger is in the middle. What?
Yeah, man. Don't even get me started on Forbidden Door.
How would you have rated that? I thought it was a high burger.
Hang on, I'll find my notes page because we were going to do a whole talk on this and we didn't. So I had MJF and Herencho, is that how you say it?
Hechicero.
That was beans.
Yeah, I agree. That was beans.
It was a squash match. Why did MJF just get to squash the fella?
Because it's his hometown.
Shouldn't have been a squash match. I wanted to see more of the other fella. The Elite v Scissor Race, that was Beans.
Yeah, Tanahashi looked out of place.
Yeah. Danielson versus Shingo was a high burger, and I had shit finish stops a banger.
Yeah.
So you could argue with me that would be a banger. I wouldn't take that off away from you. Toni versus Mina, I had as a high burger.
Banger.
High burger to banger. And that was purely because, as I've said here, what is this WWE? Every guest is losing. Yeah, it was. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Orange Cassidy was a burger. Guest wins. That weren't my cup of tea, that one.
What, technical wrestling?
Yeah, it's a bit too, I don't know. I can't remember. It's a couple of weeks ago. Hang on, where's my other notes from it? Yeah. Good match. Not my cup of tea. Pace too slow. Something seems off. No sells the orange punch. Oh, I couldn't see the final submission properly, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Learning Tree versus Joe Hook and Shibata. That was a burger.
Burger? I was going to go Beans for that.
I think it was close to Beans.
Mm-hmm.
Hook needs a towel from the entrance. The two of them had towels.
Yeah.
I want a Cobbs v Joe singles match.
That would be
I like the finish.
Great.
I think that was it. The finish brought it up to burger for me. I think it was Beans up until that point.
Yeah.
Ladder match. Burger.
Banger.
Was a banger until the finish, I've got written down.
I thought
because Jack Perry did fuck all.
Yeah, that's good. That's heel.
The table spot was really good. Although there was the botcher on Jack Perry, weren't there? That looked nasty, didn't it? He landed on the edge.
Yeah.
Logan Paul just gets better and better. Who's that? Oh, the one.
Al Fantasma. Yeah.
Monet and Vacqua. I don't know how you actually say
that. Was a banger.
All the belts. That was banger. I did say AEW gets beat up again but pulls out the win because there was bits in there I was like, I know the finish.
Yeah.
Beans for Mox's match versus Naito.
Yeah.
Very much.
I agree
they killed
with
a
that
cameraman.
one.
Poor cameraman in that one. The sitting on the chair spot was quite funny.
Yeah.
I give Naito that one. Oh, yes, and now the controversial one, Swerve the Ospreay. I'm going to read it word for word because I wrote this as I watched it. High burger would have been a banger if they didn't go on so long and they finished on one of the first 4 endings, not on the 10th.
Fuck you, Aaron.
You know what I was saying, though?
Yeah. I thought it was a banger.
What did I put there? Swerve Ospreay jump into the Swerve Stomp on the desk. It looked cool, but when you see the replay and he jumps up, I'm like, oh, dear.
Yeah.
And we both had a complaint, didn't we, about this one?
Camera angle. The camera angles.
Some of the camera angles were a bit weird on that card. No, it was good, though. Still far too long. I didn't see any 0 hour. Sum up 0 hour for us.
Oh, fucking hell. I can't even remember that now. There was 5 matches?
That's far too many. I
get it, it's a super card, but fuck me, that was a lot of wrestling.
Yeah.
I watched that on 3 times speed 0 hour.
I didn't even watch it. I gave all. What was the Swerve and Ospreay match? One with the Hurricanrana on the barricade as well. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was a good spot. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed the card. It was good. As I said, it's a burger. I don't know. I wanted a few more guests on there as well. Fill their spots up. You understand why that was. Like, if Ospreay hadn't signed with AEW, that was a box taken, weren't it?
Yeah.
For that one. But yeah. And then, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Because not a lot of that relays into...
All in.
No. There's, the Toni match a little bit, because there was the whole 3... Oh, there's some really bad commentary in that match, the Toni match.
Oh, Nigel.
Was it Taz?
Oh, Nigel or Taz, yeah.
Like some really bad, LGBTQ commentary, like multiple times in that match. I've just remembered that. Yeah.
I like that Nigel was crying when they all hugged it out. That was fucking hilarious. Like, Nigel loves Mariah May, and it's really fun.
The whole... So... Is it Excalibur's trying to talk about the Owen Hart Foundation during the Danielson match at the beginning?
Oh, yeah.
And they start doing the Hop 2 meme. I'm like, oh, please don't do that while he's trying to sell this foundation to people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
going back to the Owen Cup there.
Yeah.
That was a wild, long way around.
The long way around. Yeah, so...
Mariah May?
Yeah, Mariah May, really impressed, to be fair, against Willow Nightingale. Both of them put on a great match. It was the end of Dynamite, wasn't it?
Yeah, main event.
Yeah. So, Mariah May gets the win. Nightingale shakes her hand, don't she?
Yeah.
I've watched it half an hour ago. I've forgotten already. Because of the next thing, my main man Luther gets put through a bloody table. That was the most shocking bit of that. Never mind the rest of it.
I thought it was really well done.
So, this isn't me ragging on it. I wanted your personal opinion on this. Was it done too early?
No.
Okay.
Perfect time.
That was the
because
perfect
no
time
one
to do it.
no one expected that.
Everyone expected the turn.
Everyone expected the turn,
And it's been teased with sideways glances.
but no one
comments.
expected it this early, which I think is a chef's kiss moment.
Okay.
I didn't expect it.
I don't really have an opinion on it because I don't watch him week in, week out.
Yeah,
on it, so.
I did not expect it. I thought it would be Mariah will be winning. Toni Storm would be like, "Oh, watch this! I can do this. You're gonna fail at Wembley," sort of stuff like that. Not hugging and being happy in the ring. Mariah May or giddy running up to get the belt, and then boom, whacking Toni Storm. That was great.
Okay.
I'm
glad you liked it, to be fair. Because in my head, I was like, is this a bit too early? Should this be next week or the week after? Because the typical thing would have been next week, a celebration party, take up 5-10 minutes, and it would have happened then, wouldn't it?
That's done before.
Yeah, exactly. So I know what you're saying here. That like, yes, this is the time. But now you've got to go those 6-7 weeks.
And I think they can. Toni Storm is fantastic at telling a story.
Yeah.
I like how she was crying though, Mariah.
Yeah.
While she was getting battered.
Well, and there's just blood everywhere. There's a lot of blood.
I thought it was good. I showed Cameron it yesterday and he was like, what the fuck are you watching?
Yeah. Yeah. My missus did not like the licking of the blood. I didn't like the lick. I didn't like that bit either. The kiss in the forehead and the.
I thought it made sense.
Does it?
Yeah.
I like the shoe was just poetic.
It was poetic. It looked painful though, man.
Yeah.
No, when she was getting hit by the shoe.
It did make me giggle because when you have your like actual technical head on you looking at it from its entertainment point of view. So she gets hit with a bell, Tony's on the floor, Luther gets involved, and the camera shifts like 45 degrees one way.
Yeah.
To get that moment, Luther going off the edge, and then you get back and Mariah's just got a bit of blood coming down. It's like, I wonder what happened when we didn't see it.
Yeah.
It's quite funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that will be one of the women's matches at All In.
Mm-hmm.
Timeless Toni versus Mariah May.
Yeah.
Where on card's it going to be? Just before the main event? Bit further back?
I would...
midway?
I don't know. I'd have it as a midway match.
Okay.
Because I want the crowd to be hyped for it.
I don't know if you need to get the crowd hyped for it. I think the crowd will hype itself up for it, surely.
I know what you mean, but it's going to be an AEW show, so there's going to be a lot of wrestling. Like, I remember last year at All In, I missed the women's match because I was trying to go for a piss.
Yeah.
And I heard Saraya win.
Yeah, you had a long break for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got to pepper it, haven't you? Because you've got the TBS women's match will be, we imagine, Britt Baker
versus Mercedes Moné.
Yeah. That one is going to be a struggle to get 6 weeks of story out of.
I think they're doing well.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong, but I feel like they're going a bit too hard too early on that one. Like, are they just going to how are they going to keep it interesting?
Yeah, okay.
How do you keep the hooks in?
Yeah.
With that one? Yeah, that's just my personal opinion on it.
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean.
So that could be the opening match. Maybe not. I don't know.
I can see it.
It won't be Zero Hour. Zero Hour is going to be a multi-man. And if you're saying there's going to be the women's match on it as well.
Yeah.
So maybe you don't go with the women straight away on the actual main card. It's hard, isn't it?
You'd have the TNT Championship or the Tag Team Championships open the show. Or Okada Page.
I'd go tag. I'd open it with tag, to be fair.
Yeah.
The TNT, especially if it's man. Can you do a Stadium Stampede or Anarchy in the Arena for the belt?
You know what? No. I'm thinking, because if you watch Collision, I don't think you did, but Jay White's been injured.
Yeah.
So they've vacated the trios titles. So
I have seen the clip of that, actually, yeah.
I think it's going to be a Stadium Stampede for the trios title, and they will have multiple trios teams.
I'm not going to keep up with any of that.
No one's going to be able to keep up with it, and that's why
They're
I
going to
would
have to wear
definitely have
matching
that.
colours, everybody in it. I don't care if they're not
Yeah,
even
that
a
makes
team.
sense. That makes sense because don't forget you got
But
the
I want primary colours.
patriarchy.
I want a green team. I want a blue team. I want a red team. A yellow team, maybe. I do not want any doubt of who's on what team because that was anarchy.
Yeah, I would have the trios titles defended in a stadium stampede
I'd like that.
because you'll have the patriarchy that wants to go for it. You've got obviously the Gun Club going for it. Death Triangle could go for it. You've got who else was teasing that they wanted to go for the trios? House of Black. They're coming back with Buddy coming back.
He's married now.
He is married now. I'd see the Blackpool Combat Club because Mox, Claudio, and Wheeler haven't got anything to do.
Was that something I've seen this week of Brody King chucking Darby Allin in the crowd?
Yeah. They always hate each other at a rock concert.
Does he have a band or something?
No, they were a part of a band. They were all watching a band or something.
No, because he's on stage and he eats him into. Yeah. I'd hate to have been one of those people trying to catch Darby Allin.
I would have loved it. I would have been like, yes.
Absolutely get taken out by his heel or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you've got that. Where do you fit Darby Allin on this card for All In?
So if they do a multi-man trios, it'll be Darby Allin versus Jack Perry for the TNT title.
Oh, okay.
And
does that mean I can just chant out CM Punk for 20 minutes?
Yeah.
That happened at
I
the
will
mid-door,
punch
didn't
you.
it?
Yeah.
What was that in? What match was that in?
The Elites match.
Yeah.
They actually, in Chicago, they actually like Jack Perry. It's really weird.
It is weird. What? Hang on. Where's that match? I've got my notes up, so I'm going to go back. What was the Elite match? Where's that gone? When was it?
Scissor Race. Yeah.
I did put CM Punk chance in that match.
You might have put it in the Jack Perry one then.
Maybe it was in the Jack Perry match. Who knows? CM Punk. I'm gonna wear a CM Punk shirt to Wembley.
I'll punch you.
Actually, no. I've got to wear my All In t-shirt because I bought it last year. It's actually for the job of going this year with it.
You have to wear the "Will Make a Fan Out of You" t-shirt.
Oh yeah,
the one that you ruined.
The one that works.
Yeah, the one that you looked. Did you choose the first link on Google? Side note,
no. I looked at it and it said they catfished me. It said you had to pay, but only if you wanted the statistics. I was like, I don't need the statistics. I just want the QR code. I know.
Wankers.
I was missold.
Yeah, you were. Bastards. Have you been missold QR codes?
Yeah, have you been missold QR code? Join our suit.
Yeah.
Join our claim. Right, where were we? FGW Championship. That's going to be on the card, or is that going to be on 0 hour of All In?
0 hour again.
So there's going to be Hook v Chris Jericho on 0 hour.
Yeah.
It's just going to be that, isn't it?
Yeah, Hook did that
match.
last year, so they could do it again.
That was the Crimea River Real Glass. That was that match, wasn't it? It was Hook v, yeah. Okay. So you've got that. You've got TBS. We've got the World Championship. We've got the Women's World Championship. Elite v The Acclaimed going to be there at some point.
That's definitely there because they're the tag champs. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really actually on Dynamite. I don't think because you skimmed past it, but if you get a chance, listen to Max Caster's music video on the Elite. I thought it was really cool. I'd watch that.
So what are we doing with MJF then? Come on, tell me. MJF story all.
I really don't know, man. I feel like that's going to be the multi-man match. It'll be Ospreay, Pac, MJF, Garcia for the International Championship.
That's not the Continental. Okay.
Because I feel like Shenanigans is going to happen next week.
Yeah.
Pac will be like, I want my title shot. And Garcia will come back as the Red Dragon.
Was it specified as the title shot is All In?
No. Anytime. But Pac cut a promo going.
Is he going to carry
Wembley
a
Stadium?
Round?
I hope so. And cash it in.
Yeah.
During the match.
I actually thought that was happening. This is another tangent. Watch your SmackDowns.
Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany was generally cashing in.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. That 30-second pause before Nia Jax actually got in the ring.
I know it didn't happen because you would have texted me.
I knew it wasn't going to happen before that as well because it's still the white briefcase. They haven't pinked it up yet. But yeah, that was a moment.
Mhm.
I like that Michin's getting TV time as well with a kendo stick, just coming out randomly and beating Nia Jax up
Beating
every week.
people up, yeah.
It's great. That'll probably be next week. Will be Michin Bailey versus Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton.
Okay.
Yeah,
See
it's
that.
definitely it's going to happen in a week or two, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got to get 3 weeks away. It's SummerSlam,
SummerSlam's the 8th, right?
something like that.
7th or 8th of August.
No, I'm sure. Isn't that the week we're announcing the competition winner?
No, we're announcing the competition winner on the 5th.
Yeah, it's the 3rd. SummerSlam's the 3rd of August.
Oh, fucking hell, okay.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Jeez, that's quick.
There's only 3 weeks in between the pay-per-views or PLEs at the minute.
That's mental.
And then 3 weeks to Bash in Berlin. Bash in Berlin's the week after All In.
There's going to be a lot of wrestling again.
And then All Out's the week after. Then Bad Blood's. I think Bad Blood's got a bit of a bigger break in.
Bit of a break.
And then you got Wrestle Dream.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going week after week. Like they had it last week, the last 2 weekends.
Yeah.
They've got it All In. They've got Bash in Berlin.
But then
sure got Bad Blood,
aren't AEW going back to Saturdays for
Wrestle Dream?
Yeah.
And then you've got Crown Jewel November. Full Gear?
Yeah.
When's Full Gear? Is that
I'm
actually
not sure.
No, that's not December.
That is usually November, yeah.
And then you've got World's End is the 28th.
December. Yeah.
Wrestle Kingdom's the week after. And Wrestle
Kingdom, and then it's the
Wrestling
Dynasty, yeah. Yeah.
How have Japan got to WrestleMania status before AEW did?
New Japan have always had it, you wanker. I knew that you were going to trigger me with that.
Actually, TNA have done it as well recently. They had 2 nights.
I don't think AEW need to do that. Yeah. Maybe All In next year. 2 nights.
When they take it away from London and go to, what's the football team that he owns?
Fulham. Craven Cottage. Jacksonville Jaguars.
The Jacksonville Jaguars stadium built by then.
What, in the UK?
No, in America. That's where All In will be. They're going to take it away from Wembley.
Nah, I think it'll be a year-on-year thing.
You hope.
The way I would have done it, though, so obviously I'm going to Dynamite in Wales on the Wednesday.
For people who aren't like
in the
UK,
yeah,
you couldn't choose 2 places. Like the mileage difference isn't that varied. Like Americans would be like, that's not that far. The actual travel links from London to Cardiff is a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Next to Wembley Stadium, there's a smaller place called the OVO.
They could even have done it in Craven Cottage.
No, because the football season started.
Yeah, but there wouldn't be a midweek game.
Yeah, but you're not going to cover the football pitch up, are you?
They could have.
No. They had the OVO, the perfect place next
Yeah.
door. It's a bigger capacity than Cardiff. Cardiff's going to fit like 4,000 people in it, god damn it.
Yeah.
If we could have got tickets to I suppose it's Wednesday night, we wouldn't have stayed in London all that time. But you could have easily... Yeah, you would have. You've got half your family living.
Yeah, so I would have been all right, yeah.
We could have just quite easily gone down on the train, got into London, watched that, come home, and then 2 days later go back down for... Yeah, it's crazy. The whole... Has it actually sold out yet? I'm actually surprised if it hasn't.
I'm not sure. I think it has.
If it's 4,000, 5,000 tickets, that should easily sell out. But getting there is a nightmare.
It's expensive, though. They took a page out of WWE's, but...
I think it's just they realised that they could charge the earth in the UK.
Yeah.
Because even all-in tickets gone up massively this year.
They have, yeah. They've still got 10,000 seats to sell. But I feel like that's going to be easier now that they're starting to announce the card.
I'm in an iron on that fact. Because in my head, a lot of the people who care about what matches get announced have already bought tickets. Because
Do you reckon?
A wrestling event in the UK. Like, a lot of people went last year for the novelty of a massive wrestling event in the UK. Let's be honest. They weren't AEW fans or watchers. They probably watched a little bit because of it. And some of them might have stuck around. But a lot of it is, there's a massive wrestling event. Do you like any sort of wrestling? Yeah. Get to Wembley. I
those
don't know.
people sitting below us last year. Yeah.
And you'd be like, oh, I don't know, man. You know, it's going to be too expensive. And they were like, there's £30 tickets.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't have gone?
Who wouldn't have gone? Yeah.
This year is a bit more of...
Probably £50 a ticket in the gods.
And it's a bit more telling of, did they get any audience from it? There'd be some people who couldn't have made it last year, but there won't be 10,000 people who couldn't have made it last year.
Also, it's a part of the summer holidays that we have in the UK, and it's a bank holiday weekend.
Yeah, that's
So
probably one of the reasons they announced last year on the weekend, we'll be back next year.
Yeah.
So it's very smart of them to say.
Yeah.
And obviously tickets came out just before Christmas, so people could get them as presents and stuff like that. So it's one of those, it's just a weird, like, do I expect them to sell the 10,000 tickets? Probably. But they ain't going to be releasing many more blocks.
No, they won't.
You're not getting up to 80,000 or 70,000, whatever.
Well, they can't, can they?
official
Because
was.
Taylor's playing the
think
week
Taylor's
after.
Is it or the week before? I can't remember now.
I'm not sure. But they
They're
got
basically
Bruce
using some of
Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen's playing
Sorry,
as well.
who?
Springsteen.
Yeah.
He's such a hard person.
You're turning into me this week.
I am.
Yeah. So, yeah, they've basically got to do the switch around really quickly.
Yeah.
I think it will work as well. Like, they don't have
I think
to.
a big stage would be nice.
Yeah.
Nicer. Because they didn't have a big stage last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
They had a bit for Jericho when he did Judas, but that was it, really.
The little weird bit on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
It would be cool.
And we'll see what kind of pyro they put on.
I can't wait. Fucking can't wait.
Pyro.
And we'll get to see more because we're in better seats.
Hopefully.
Even though the seats that we had were great.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what our seats will look like as well for, well, my seats anyway. It's for Cardiff. Dynamite and Collision. Yeah.
They're modern, small indoor arenas. So they're done with a view of having a good seat everywhere.
Yeah.
Obviously, some are better than others. Like the place in Glasgow for the WWE was amazing for that. I think you could have got a bad seat in there.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Yeah. But that's a good way to end the show today.
No, you know what's a better way to end the show? Tell them about the competition we got.
Aha! We are giving away 2 tickets, individual tickets, to AEW All In.
Unless you win both. There's very possibility if you've got 20 entries, you could win both tickets.
You never know. All you have to do is comment All In, like, follow, share, repost, stitch on all of our social media accounts. Tattoo, bet on AEW yourself. And all you got to do is just comment All In and follow us on @MakeAFanOfYou on all of our socials. Links are in the bios everywhere. So you can tell on the T's and C's.
Yeah, over 18s only, and travel's not included, so you have to make your own way to Wembley.
Yeah. And you get a chance to chill with us. We are good people. I'd hope. Yeah, chance to chill with us. Chance to watch AEW with us and talk about it. Maybe do some content. You never know. You never know what happens in the Will Make a Fan Out of You universe. We also have Rev Pro in 2 weeks as well. Front row seats in Coventry.
God knows where, but we have front row somewhere.
Yeah, I went to the Empire on Thursday.
Oh yeah, you saw Don Bronco, was it?
Don Broco, yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah, they were really good, actually. Also, they had a band that I've recently been listening to, a song called Dune Rats, which was just, I was like, oh, I know these guys. I was really surprised. It was a very spontaneous, I'm going to buy tickets to go to this concert sort of thing.
Not on his own, he did have friends to go with.
Yeah, I would have went on my own, to be honest. I was technically third wheeling, so I was on my own. You wouldn't have went.
No, I was at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And yeah, once again, follow us on our social medias @MakeAFanOfYou, X, Instagram, TikTok. We are also on Twitch. If you do want to see us on video format, YouTube, we'll make a fan out of you. Hit the notification bell, subscribe, hit us up with your feedback.
Yeah.
And with that...
No, hang on. I'm now turning this the bit where I call out a family member to see if they're actually listening. Kaz didn't respond to last week's. So this week can be... who should we call out this week?
Paul Heyman. Yeah.
Yeah. See, we're going to find somebody who unexpected listening to right at the end.
Yeah.
We don't expect many people to get to this far. Yeah.
So we're calling out Mr. Good old RJ.
Yeah. And if it's not live by Wednesday, I gave up by Wednesday, and this will be an ongoing theme. We'll call out Kaz as well. Still not listening to the end. He said, "Oh yeah, I listen every week."
Hey, he's on holidays in Spain at the minute, so
True, actually, isn't it?
yeah, give him the benefit of the doubt.
I'll give him some doubt.
So
Right, with that, hit the music.